Welcome to my January plot tour. Been making inroads into our winter brassicas, which have been very nice, and I've been working on putting paths down with wood chips, and at the back here, which was a bit of a mess, I put a layer of black plastic so I can put things on there and they don't get too out of hand. So as you go down the central path, I've made a nice path along there with some strolch, and then we're eating our Swede, which have been very tasty, mashing them up with carrots and lots of butter and nutmeg. I've covered the garlic with a net today because I'm a bit worried about the allium leaf mine around here, and I'll be doing the same with the onions probably later on in the week. These Cavolo Nero are really over now, and I'm leaving them to the pigeons and to the hens next door, who absolutely adore it. So things are still growing. We're still eating the, obviously still growing very slowly, we're still eating the Brussels sprouts, and they do get bigger as we leave them be, so we have the bigger ones first and wait for the smaller ones. The spring purple sprouting broccoli and Romanesco, it seems to be coming along okay. I've done quite a lot of work down here, cutting back my raspberries and laying mulch, a lot of wood chip, some old compost that a neighbour gave me, and some leaves, so a bit of a mixture. So I'm hoping that things will grow very healthily next season. And I've done the same with my berry bushes here, so blackcurrant bushes and gooseberries at the back. This bed I've not touched really, I'm just going to leave it go for now. The pond is looking very low in water, and that's because we haven't had very much rainfall at all recently. But what I'm doing is I'm going to let it go right down and then use the opportunity in a couple of weeks' time when it's not quite so cold to give it a really good clean out the blanket weed and sort out the pebbles and just give it a bit of a tidy up, ready for the coming spring and summer. I've been letting my wood chips in here rot down nicely, so they're going to go on my potatoes when I plant them out. I have leaves rotting down in there and compost rotting down in there, and then I've been collecting up wood chips to collect for next season. If I go down this little path here, I've planted out 2 more apple trees. So there's a little one there that is all mulched around, and there's a little one over there, ditto. I've trimmed back some of this and let some of it completely alone for any little critters that are living in it to grow away. I've tidied up the rosemary and the lavender a bit. I have another bag of leaves and wood chips in there. I have become a bit of a compost fiend this year. So I've got broad beans growing there and there, and leeks there, and I think what I'll do, because I like broad beans so much, is come the spring I'll plant a different variety. This is all aquaculture, which is good for overwintering. So I've got some for later on in the season as well. Still trying to decide where I'm going to put things. This I'm going to put my new potatoes in. Obviously cut back those green manure type spare bean plants, and over here past the compost we are making good inroads into the red cabbages. They've nearly all gone now, but they really do make a very nice braised red cabbage, as well as a nice red cabbage coleslaw with carrot. So I've been busy It's cold, it's not always nice to come down, but I'm always glad that I have done when I'm on my way back and I feel all invigorated and been outside in the fresh air a bit. So there we are. See you in February.